This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, so in our last lecture, we were studying sorting algorithms, right? And there are several sorting algorithms. Some of examples are bubble sort algorithm, selection sort, insertion sort, merge and heap sort. Okay? And we have also studied bubble sort algorithm in our last lecture. Okay, in your syllabus, there are only three sorting algorithms, which are bubble sort, selection sort, and insertion sort. Okay. Now, as we have done bubble sort, we will implement this program in C compiler. Okay, but before we implement it, let me revise it in just 5 minutes. Okay, then we will implement it in C program. So this is bubble sort. Bubble sort has two requirements. Okay, can anyone tell me what are those two operations upon which it works?
Comparing of adjacent elements.
And this is first
And
operation.
swapping.
Okay, this is right answer. Okay, first of all, you have to compare adjacent elements and then swap those adjacent elements if they are in wrong order. What is wrong order? Suppose we are arranging elements in ascending order and previous element in an array is less than next element, then that are in wrong order. So we have to swap them. Okay? And if you are arranging elements in decreasing order, then if previous element is less than next element, then they are in wrong order. So according to the arrangement, you have to swap these elements. Okay, so and then you have to repeat these two operations until all the elements are sorted. Okay, we will see example directly after this. Now, after this, we have studied how to swap elements. Okay, so just let me do it in 2 minutes. How to swap values of two variables. You have declared a variable A whose value is 5, next variable B whose value is 10. Okay? And for swapping these variables, you need a third variable 10. Okay, you can do this swapping without third variable. Okay, this is the task for you. You have to swap values of two variables without using third variable. Okay, have you got it? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you have to swap values of these two variables without using this temp variable. Okay, but for our example, we will use third variable temp. Okay, I will ask you tomorrow how to swap two variables without third variable. Now let us see this. With the third variable, you will set value of first variable to the third variable temp, and then you will set value of second variable to first variable A, and then you again copy the value of temp to third variable B, the second variable B. Okay, we will see it how it works in example. See it's working. First of all, see here temp equal to A, so value of A will be assigned to variable temp in this way. Okay, after this you have written A equal to B, so value of A will be now what it will become value of B, so value of B will copy to A. Okay, after this you have written statement B equal to temp. Okay, so value of temp will now be copied to value of B. So in this way you have swapped the values of two variables using third variable. Okay, after the see the output of this program. After swapping, A will be printed as 10 and B will be printed as 5. Okay, this operation has to be done several times in your bubble sort algorithm. Okay, but in bubble sort you will arrange the elements of array. So next see how to swap values of array elements. Okay, suppose this is an array of 5 integers, and again you have to write this statement using third variable. Temp will be assigned first element, 0th element, and 0th element will be assigned the value of next element, that is first element, and after that first element will be copied again 0th element using temp variable. So in this way you can say the value of the first two elements has been swapped. Okay, it will go to this location and it will go to this location. Okay, so this is all about swapping. Now let us see directly the example of bubble sort. Okay, you see this is an array of 5 integers and you have to arrange it in ascending order. Okay, so what we have to do, what was the first step? Compare first two elements. Okay, so these are first two elements, 31 and 24. Now they are in wrong order. Okay, so 31 will be swapped by 24. after this, we have to compare next two elements, 31 and 75. They are in right order, so there will be no swap. Okay. After this, next two elements are 75 and 18. They are in wrong order, so 75 will be swapped by 18. And at last, two elements, 75 and 38, will be compared. So 38 and 75 will be swapped. Now see what has been happened here. The largest element in this array has been moved to the last location. Okay, and after how many comparisons? It has been gone to this location after 4 comparisons. If there are 5 numbers in an array, the largest element will go to its last position after 4 comparisons. Okay, so now this is swapped. This has been reached to its final location. Now there are only 4 elements left in this array. So once again, you have to repeat those 2 operations. Okay, so compare first 2 elements. Since they are in right order, they will not be swapped. Again, next 2 elements, they are in wrong order, so they will be swapped. Okay, again, next 2 elements are compared and they are in right order, so it will remain on their places. Now see, after second pass, second iteration, second element has been moved to its exact location. Okay, and after how many comparisons? Only 3 comparisons. See, when there were 5 elements, you have to compare 4 times. Now there are 4 elements, you have to compare 3 times. Okay, after this, you have to compare only 2 times, 24 and 18, and then 18 and 31. Okay, then after this, you have to compare only first 2 elements. It means comparisons will reduce every time elements is getting sorted. Okay, and how many passes do you need to arrange all the elements? n-1 passes. See, after first pass, 75 has been sorted. After second pass, 38 has been sorted. Now after third pass, 31 will be sorted, and after fourth pass, 24 will be sorted. So n-1 passes are required to sort every element in this array. Okay, see, next 2 elements will be compared. They are in wrong order, so 18 will be swapped with 24. Next 2 elements, 24 and 31, they will be compared, and since they are in right order, they will not be swapped. Okay, so number of comparisons are 2. After this, after third pass, number of comparisons will be only 1. These are compared and still they are in same order, so there will be no swapping. Now see, every element in array has been sorted. Okay, so what you have to do, you have to run, you have to start a code which will start coding of outer loop for n-1 times, and then inner loop for comparing each element, and after every loop that comparison should decrease by 1. See the coding of this bubble sort now. After this, we will implement it in Turbo C compiler. This array has been rearranged once again to original one. Now these are variables, I for outer loop, k for inner loop, and temp for swapping. See, this is the outer loop for counting number of passes. If there are 5 elements, then number of passes should be 4. So this loop will start from 1 to 4. Okay, so it will run only 4 times. If there are n elements, then you have to write the coding for I equal to 1, I less than n. Okay, so it will run for n-1 times. This inner loop. Okay, in this loop you will do swapping. Okay, see what has been written here. For k equal to 0, k is less than 5 minus I. It's not 5 minus 1, it is 5 minus I. Okay, means first time, how many comparisons you have to do? Tell me, first time, how many comparisons you have to do when there are 5 elements? 4. Okay, so 5 minus 1 will be 4. So 0 to 3, it will run for value 0, 1, 2, and 3. So 4 comparisons will be done. After this, value of I will increase to 2. So loop will run for 3 times, 0, 1, and 2. After this, value of I will become outer loop, and after this, value of I will become 2. So inner loop will run for 0 and 1. So only 2 times, and finally value of I will become 4, and then it will run for 5 minus 4, that is 1. So for single time. So in this way, the inner loop is used for reducing number of comparisons after every loop. Now see the coding for swapping. Yeah, I have told this logic in the previous slide. This is just code for swapping. If a of k is a of k plus greater than a of k plus 1, means a of k is what? Previous element, and a of k plus 1 is what? Next element. Okay, so if previous element is greater than next element, that it means they are in wrong order, so you have to swap. So this is code for swapping. Okay, and this loop will run for every number in this array. Okay, so finally you will get a sorted array. Okay, this is the code for bubble sort algorithm. And after swapping, you have to print the sorted array using the loop for I equal to 1. This is now for, you have to run this for I equal to 0 to 5. Okay, instead of 1 it should be 0. First element is at 0th location for I equal to 0 to 4. Okay. So we'll print all the elements. Now let us see it's working. See, for first time, when first pass will run. Okay, value of I is 1. So first element, 0th element, a of 0 will be compared with next element a of 1. Okay, see also this diagram, a of 0 is going to be compared with a1, and if this is true, okay, so what will happen, these both numbers will be swapped like this. Okay, because after this, after a0, after this statement, a of k greater than a of k plus 1, you have written swapping statement. If a of k is greater than a of k plus 1, then swapping. So next time value of k will become 1, and a of 1 will be compared with a2. This time this is wrong, so there will be no swapping. Okay. Next time value of k will become 2, and a of 2 is greater than a3. This is true, so what will happen, there will be swapping. Okay, next time a of 3 is greater than a of 4. This is again true. 75 is greater than 38, so there will be again swapping. And after this, the inner loop will terminate. Okay, so see how many comparisons are done here. 4 comparisons, and after first pass, the largest element has been gone to last location, that is A4, and element is 75. Now during second pass, I2 is less than 5. Okay. Now you can understand what will go to in second pass. There will be only 3 comparisons. I will do it very fast. Okay, see, this is the second loop. Okay, it will run for value for 0 to, for value of k for 0 to 2, and there will be only one swapping. Okay, and you can see after this loop, value of a3 has been swapped to the last location. Next time again loop will run for I value 3. Okay, this time only 2 comparisons will be done between 24 and 18, and then next 2 elements. So first time 24 is greater than 18, so they will be swapped. Okay. Next time value of k is 1, so next 2 elements 24 and 31 are compared, and since it is wrong, so they will not be swapped. And you see after third pass, third element has been sorted. Okay, see last 3 elements 75, 38 and 31 has been sorted in 3 passes, and number of comparisons are reducing after every loop. See here, number of comparisons are 4, here number of comparisons are 3, here number of comparisons are 2. Now in next loop, number of comparisons will be 1 between only these first 2 elements. So for I value of I 4 less than 5, this is again true. So inner loop will run, and there will be only single comparison between A0 and A1, and this is wrong. So there will be no swapping. So after fourth pass, 24 is also sorted. Okay, so in this way, every element in this array has been sorted after n minus 1 passes. This is first pass, this is second pass, this is third pass, and this is fourth pass. Okay, these are number of comparisons 4, 3, 2, and 1. And after this, value of I will become 5, and which is false. So outer loop will terminate, and hence inner loop will not run. So all the elements are sorted in this bubble sort. Okay, if there are any questions, you can ask. Otherwise, we will go to the coding now. Is there any question? Hello? Hello?
Yes, sir.
Is there any question of anyone?
No, sir.
No, sir.
Okay.
Let's do coding.
Okay, so now we'll go for coding. What is this was the next slide. Okay, you have seen this. Okay, what is the complexity of bubble sort? Tell me, what is the complexity of bubble sort? We have done this already.
N into n minus 1 by 2.
Okay, this is right. N into n minus 1 by 2.
2.
Okay. Okay, you can see this slide. Okay. Let me open the compiler. Till then, you can see this slide. Okay, can you see the Turbo C compiler now?
Yes, sir.
Okay, I have written the program, so I will just open it. This is bubble sort algorithm. Okay, now, see it's working. Here you have declared an array of 50 integers, that is the maximum size of array. 4 variables I, k, and temp. I is for outer loop, k for inner loop, and for number of elements in this array. See, 50 is the maximum size, and n is the size which you will ask from the user. Okay. Then temp is for swapping. Here you have asked about the number of elements, enter size of array, so it will be stored in variable n. Okay, and after this you have asked the user to enter n elements. Here you have written statement enter %d elements in an array, and what is %d? N. Okay, so we have asked from the user to enter n elements in this array. So through this statement, next for loop is used for entering numbers. This for loop is used for entering numbers in this array. Okay. After this for loop, from here bubble sort is actually running. This is the logic behind bubble sort. Okay. Here, say you have run 2 loops. First one is outer loop. Okay, so as you studied in slide, this loop will run from I equal to 1 to I less than n. Okay, at slide value of n was 5. Okay, now in this program you will ask the value from the user. So this is n, and this is the inner loop. This will run for k equal to 0 to k less than n minus I. Okay, I told you this one too, and why this n minus I has been written here, to reduce number of comparisons after every loop. This n minus I will reduce number of comparisons after every loop. Okay, so below this code is for swapping. code for swapping. If a of k is greater than a of k plus 1, okay, you know this logic, how it works. We have discussed in the slide. Now, when the array has been sorted, finally you have to print this one using the statement printf sorted arrays for I equal to 0, I less than n, I plus plus. Okay, this is for printing sorted array after a bubble sort has been run. Now we will run it. So okay, this is the output of this program. Enter size of array. So you have 10 numbers in this array. Okay. Now you have asked enter 10 elements in this array. So let me enter numbers in this array: 7, 5, 3, 25, -8, 0, 55, 1, 34, 3, 9, and then finally let us suppose number is 21. Okay, so these are 10 numbers, and now see the output of this program. The sorted array is this: -8. First number is the least element in this array, and then you can see this is in ascending order. The last element is at in this array is largest element. Okay. So this is the output of bubble sort algorithm. Okay. If you have any doubt regarding this program, you can ask. Is it clear to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you can take screenshot of this program, and then you also try to write in your program at home. Okay, so now I'm going to close this coding screen, and now we will see next algorithm, that is selection sort algorithm. Okay, see, this is next algorithm, selection sort, and it works on 3 operations. Okay, so it is first operation. Are you getting it? Okay. Hello everyone. Can you see this slide?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. अभी एग्जैक्टली कितने हैं जो देख रहे हैं? बाकी तो मुझे लगता है सभी म्यूट करके कहीं चले गए होंगे।
देख रहा हूँ सर, कैमरा भी ऑन है मेरा, देखो सर।
इसलिए कैमरा ऑन करने को कहता हूँ मैं, ताकि दिखता रहे।
हाँ सर, ये लोग ऑन करके भाग जाते हैं।
हाँ, इसमें लेकिन मुसीबत है, अगर ज्यादा कैमरे ऑन करते हैं तब ये नेटवर्क खुद ही स्लो हो जाता है ना।
आधे घंटे बाद चेंज कर देंगे, पहले 10 नंबर।
डेली स्विच खत्म हो जाता है सर, कैमरा ऑन कर।
हाँ, डाटा भी हो जाता है। चलो कोई बात नहीं, लेकिन फिर भी देखो, ये है ना, आपकी चॉइस है वैसे तो, लेकिन पढ़ना चाहिए अगर।
सर मेरे पास है बथेरा डाटा, चलेगा मेरे को।
ठीक है, चलो कोई बात नहीं। ओके, चलो देखते हैं ना। ठीक है, दिस इज सिलेक्शन सॉर्ट एल्गोरिथम, एंड फर्स्ट ऑपरेशन इज फाइंड minimum element in the array. Okay, you have to find first of all what is the minimum element in this array, and then you have to put that minimum element at the beginning of the array. Okay, so you are going to arrange this array also in ascending order. So this is the logic. first of all find minimum element and then place that minimum element at beginning of the array. Okay, what is the third operation? Now find next minimum element from the array and also put that element at appropriate location in this array. Okay, and you have to repeat the third operation until all the elements are sorted. This is the logic behind selection sort. See what you have to do. First minimum will be found and it will be placed at first location. Then second minimum will be found. It will be placed at second location. Then third minimum will be found. It will be placed at third location, so on until all the elements are sorted. Okay, let me show you this in example. See, these are the numbers. Okay, these are 5 numbers, and now you are going to rearrange these elements using selection sort. So first of all, which is the minimum element in this array? Tell me which is the minimum element?
18.
18. Okay.
A4.
So 18. Okay, so it will be placed at 0th location. So it has to be moved to the 0th location and it will be swapped with the 0th element like this. This is the first operation you have to do. And then second time, see third line, you have to find next minimum element. Which is 24. The next minimum element? 24. Okay. So now you have to swap this element with first element, that is 38. Okay, this is right. So this will go to this location and 38 will come to this location. Next minimum element is 33.
33.
Okay, see the minimum element and it will be swapped by second location element like this. Now after this, which is next minimum? 38. Okay, so it is at its accurate location, so there will be no swapping. Okay, and after this, yes, you can see every element in array has been sorted in ascending order. So this is the logic for selection sort. Okay, now we will see its example. So again, this array of 5 integers has been declared. Now here 4 variables are required for selection sort operation. I for again inner loop, K for I for outer loop, K for inner loop, and here minimum min is the variable which will point to the minimum element in this array. It will point to that location where minimum element is in this array is located. So temp is another variable which will be used for swapping. So these 4 variables are required. Now see directly, this is the outer loop. Okay. Initially you assume that the element at 0th location is minimum. See, outer loop will run from 0 to 4, and initially what will you assume? That minimum element is at 0th location. Then you will compare this element with every other element in this array, and if you find any other number which is minimum than this element, then you will swap this element with that minimum. Okay. See the working of this loop. This inner loop, it will start from k equal to I plus 1 and k less than 5. See, if a of k is greater than a of minimum, means what is k? K is next element, minimum of I. This is 0th element. Just a second. See, this is minimum of I. It is pointing to this location, 0th element. Okay, and k equal to I plus 1. This is pointing to this location. Okay, if you have assumed that this location is minimum, okay, then you are now going to compare this element with every other element in this array. So you have run code for this. If a of k is less than a of minimum, okay, means next number if 38 is less than 75, what you will do? You will make minimum 38. So this is the statement. Minimum will be equal to k. Okay, so this inner loop will run every time for to cover entire element in this array, and you will find minimum element, and then you will swap this minimum element with 0th location. Okay, so for swapping, if minimum is not equal to I means initially you have assumed minimum is 0. Just a second. Okay, if this value has been changed means minimum has been changed, so what you have to do, you have to swap that minimum with the 0th location, otherwise it will remain there. So this is logic for selection sort. Okay, and after this you will print sorted array. Okay, have you got it? समझ आया लॉजिक या नहीं? Say yes or no.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, देखो अगर फिर भी नहीं आया तो इसका अभी हम इसकी वर्किंग देखेंगे, ठीक है, किस तरह से वर्क करेगा. See, first time when this loop runs, it will start from 0 to 4. Okay, so value of minimum will be set to 0th. Okay. C minimum is pointing to 0th location. Okay. Now inner loop will start and it will start for I plus 1. So what is I0, and 0 plus 1 is 1. So it will start from k equal to 1 to k less than 5. Now if a of k is less than a of minimum, first time what is value of k 1 and what is value of minimum is 0. So first element will be compared with 0th element. So is this true or false?
True.
This is true. First element 38 is less than 75. Okay, so there will be swapping. Okay, and now minimum will be set to 1. Okay, the value of minimum will be set to 1. This is true. Since you have written here minimum equal to k, if this is true, if a of k is less than a of minimum, value of minimum will be set to that element k. So you can see this minimum has been moved to this location, right? After this, value of k will increase to 2, and next two elements, if a of 2 is less than a of 1, they will be compared. And is this true or is this false now? Hello, is this true or is this is again true? So what will happen? Minimum will be set to second location. So minimum is set to 2. See, minimum is moved to second location. Just a second. Okay. After this, value of k will become 3. Okay. And next two elements now, 33 and 24 again compared. And in this case, is it true or false? A of 3 is less than A2.
False.
This is false. So what will happen? Minimum will remain 2. See, you can see minimum is setting to the second location. It will not change. After this, value of k will increase to 4, and at this time a of 4 is less than A2. This is true. So now minimum will be set to 4 because you have written statement min equal to k. See in this coding, you have written here min equal to k. So min has been set to 4 now. So what will happen? Min will point to the 4th location. Okay, in this way you have found minimum element in this array, that is 18, and it is at location 4. Now after this you will go to the next statement if, because a loop will terminate here, and you will go to the next location if minimum is not equal to I. So this is true because now minimum is what? 4. Initially minimum was 0, that is value of I. See, value of I is 0 and now minimum is 4. So what will happen? There will be swapping, and this is the code for swapping. Temp equal to a of I, that is a of 0, which is equal to 75, and a of 0 is minimum. Okay, so that is 18, and a of minimum is temp, that is 75. So first and last location has been swapped here. Okay, you can see this code. Okay, we have done this swapping earlier also. Okay, with these three statements, value of 4th element and value of 0th element, they will be swapped. Okay, because value of minimum is what? Value of minimum is 4. Min is 4 here. So a of 0 equal to a of 4, that is 18. And a of 4 is 10, that is first element 75. So see what will happen. 18 will move to this location and 75 will move to this location. So this will happen after first pass in selection sort. Okay, have you got it? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So after this, what will happen? You have to swap. You have to find next minimum in these 4 elements. Okay. Then you have to again swap the next minimum with this first location. Okay. So see what will happen now. Next time, value of I will become 1. Okay. So again, code will run, and now minimum is 1. Okay? Because minimum is I. Every time minimum is set to I. The minimum is set to 1, right? Now for k equal to 2, k less than 5, k plus plus, again inner loop will run. Now see, this 0th element is set to its exact location. So next 4 elements now will be checked for minimum. Okay, so loop has been started for 2. Okay, so if a of 2 is less than a of minimum, this is true. Okay, so now minimum will change to 2. Okay, after this, value of k will become 3. And since a of 3 less than a of 2 is false, okay, so minimum will not change and it will remain 2. Right? See, it has not been changed to 3. Now again, for value of k equal to 4, you will check a of 4 is less than a of 2. This is again false, so minimum will remain 2. After this, loop will terminate because value of k will become 5, and this is false. So you will come out of the loop. And now you have to run the next statement, if statement. If minimum is less than, if minimum is not equal to I. So this is again true because see, now value of minimum has become 2. What is the value of I? This is 1. So this is true. So again, swapping will happen between these 2 elements, a of 1 and a of 2. Okay, so after this 24 will swap to this location and 38 will go to this location. Okay, so after second pass, the second minimum has been moved to the first location, and see number of comparisons are also reducing here. In first pass, you have done 4 comparisons. In second pass, you have done 3 comparisons. Okay, so now again, value of I will become 2. Okay, and then minimum will set to 2. In a loop will start for k equal to I plus 1. You can see here in this coding also, here it has been for k equal to k plus I plus 1. So k is set to 3. Now next, you have to find minimum element among these 3 elements. Okay, so next 3 elements will be checked, and here only there will be 2 comparisons. Okay, first comparisons will be these 2 elements and then these 2 elements. Okay, so see if a of 3 is less than a2. This is true. Okay, so now minimum will move to the third location. Okay, after this, a of 4 is less than a of 3. This is false, so minimum will point only third location. After this, loop will terminate since value of k is reaching 5. Okay, then next statement, if will run again, if minimum not equal to I. Okay, so this time this is again true because value of minimum is 3 and value of I was 2. So again this code will run. Again there will be swapping between third element and second element through this code. So 33 will be swapped by 38. After third pass, third minimum has been set. Okay, and number of comparisons which has been done here are only 2. Okay, see number of comparisons are reducing by 1 every loop, every pass. Again, this loop will run for value of I equal to 3. Okay, so minimum is set to 3. So this is at this location. And now again inner loop will run finally for last time for value of k equal to 4 to k less than 5. Okay, So here only one comparison will be done. A4 is less than 3. This is false. Okay, so minimum will not move anywhere. See, in this case, minimum will remain 3. Minimum will not change. Okay, after this, value of k will become 5 and loop will terminate. Now, next statement, if minimum of I, see, this is false now. Okay, because minimum is 3. See here, minimum is 3 and I is also 3. So this is false statement now. So there will be no swapping. Okay, so the code will not execute. And after this, you can see finally value of I will become 4. Okay, finally value of I will become 4, and which is false. I equal to 4, 4 less than 4 is false. So loop will terminate. Outer loop will also terminate here. And you can see all the elements are sorted. Okay, so 75 is at its positions. You can see all the elements are sorted in this array using selection sort. So this is the code for selection sort. You have any doubt regarding this, you can ask me now. समझ आया सभी को?
Yes, sir.
ठीक है, क्या करना है आपने, सिर्फ मिनिमम फाइंड आउट करना है. ठीक है, उसको अपनी लोकेशन पे लाते रहना है स्टार्टिंग से. ठीक है, ये किया देखो हमने यहाँ पर, ये कोडिंग है अगर. ठीक है, जो इनर लूप है इसमें आपने मिनिमम फाइंड आउट किया, मिन इक्वल टू एक के सेट करके, और अगर आपको ऐसा कोई मिनिमम मिलता है तो आपने उसको स्वैप किया उस एग्जैक्ट लोकेशन से इस कोडिंग के अकॉर्डिंग. ठीक है, ठीक है, तो ये सिलेक्शन सॉर्ट था, है ना. हम इसका एनालिसिस कल कवर करेंगे. ठीक है, इसकी कॉम्प्लेक्सिटी क्या होगी, ठीक है, उसकी कोडिंग भी अब हम कल करेंगे. ठीक है, आज के लिए इतना बहुत है. ठीक है, आप ट्राई करना, इसका कोड वैसे हमने लिखा है इसमें. ओके, हेलो.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so you have 2 questions for tomorrow. First question is, you have to swap values of 2 variables without using third variable. Okay, that is exercise for you. And second, you have to try this selection sort, okay, in your program. Then we will see if there are any doubts of you tomorrow. Okay, bye everyone. Have a nice day.
Bye, sir.
Bye, sir.
You ain't gotta worry, it's an open invitation.